really, really want to be silly, and we can be silly, and we can all engineer and instigate anything we want to instigate. I think after 20 months, we've got up to a point now where we're not going anywhere. The inquest is not going anywhere. And that finger pointing, and I will be explicit, when I hear Supreme and cry out and say, as far as I'm concerned, Wunmi killed Mohbad, I want to cry for humanity. I want to kind of think that someone has lost their minds completely. And I won't say nothing against the woman. Listen. And I don't care about the woman. But I think when you say things loosely that way, it would actually mean that you've got up to a point where they need to put you into a straitjacket. You would have actually lost all responsibility, diminished to a point where they have to incarcerate you, put you somewhere out of your own wishes, lock you up, inject you with medication until you wake up and realize that this is a serious case. It is not a case of open and close anymore. It's technical and complicated. And we don't compromise ourselves by actually bringing ourselves to disrepute and engineer a process that you cannot even fathom someone in a case like this loosely stating, as far as I'm concerned, Wunmi died Mohbad. See, this is where we are. And that is what divided us. And those kind of shenanigans of us literally wanting people on our side when we assert nonsense. Pure nonsense. When we lose all our intellectuals completely, when we've sat down and we've dissected, analyzed, psychoanalyzed, and still don't remember that we have to be patient. If you are in a hurry, uninstall this black app off your phone and go and check yourself into the Priory somewhere and let them treat you because you've lost it. Otherwise, we just need to be patient. We're just going to follow the process. The inquest is the inquest. Mohbad is not the only person that has actually died since his demise, the unfortunate demise. May his soul rest in peace. And I'm saying it right now with no disrespect. A lot of deaths would have happened. The coroners, we have there are kills all over the place. The magistrate courts, we have kills all over the place. And you will realize that Mohbad then doesn't become special, where we're going to jump the queue for him and we're just going to rush his case through. And that will be it. No, it doesn't work out that way. The magistrates have their calendar. They have cases. The magistrates are going to go on holiday. They're probably going to go on maternity or paternity leave or whatever the case may be. They're going to spend time with their family. Holidays are going to come into this whole picture. So, if it takes 10 years, as it did in England, when on Jeremy Kyle's show on Channel 4 or something, when they used to do some shenanigans in those places where you can go fight people for DNA, paternity, this and that, blah, blah, DNA. And the shenanigan actually ensued. They brought someone who is unstable, mentally unstable, onto the program, who they haven't actually done a thorough assessment with the doctors, checked their case notes and all that kind of history of mental health and all that kind of shenanigans. So brought this guy to the show, and whatever the case may be, this is not your father, this is not my child or whatever, the guy lost it. Eventually probably hung himself or committed suicide. So who is responsible? It took 10 years, 10 years. Google it right now, 10 years later. We got to a point where they are telling us, hey, they've got to, we're close to conclusion after 10 years. And that is the same process of this same corona situation that we're talking about. With a magistrate there, with people there, the technicalities, the production company will have people self-employed, we'll have doctors, you'll have all manners of stuff. And this is the Western world. And we don't even give ourselves credit. And we want to sort of like say, if this is in England now, na lie. it will take its course.
Yeah.
And this is where we are. We really, really need to know, in order for our mental health not to be disturbed and distorted. We can fight ourselves every day, keep ourselves, planets active, sites active for 24 hours, thinking it's going to happen in the next one. Everybody kept saying the next one is going to be the last one, and it doesn't seem so, because we don't know. Because there's a judicial process. Give the judicial process its own credit at the end of the day. Blame the police when you want to blame the police and all that. And then when we bring people together, let's really wake up today and realize that, look, sometimes ago, it was thought it was Naira Marley and Sammy Larry. See what happened there. It was thought it was Prime Boy. The three of them almost exonerated completely out of the picture. And then at the end of the day, the father saw the son on Saturday, wants to buy the guy, gave some medicine to Adura. Adura put it in his food and he bites. How about that? I'm just making it up. So at the end of the day, there was a fight. There is nothing in there to say there was a fight in the house. Okay, let's say there was a fight in the house. Who fought? One person, two people, or everybody in the house spied him? How about that? Another scenario. Do you understand? Yes. What do they stand to gain? I don't know. Okay, isolated situation. Someone came through the window whilst he was there, strangled him, jumped through the window, and the wife shouted and said, ah!
An ex-military guy came in through the window.
Exactly, through the window.
The bottom line here.
So at the end of the day,
I'm going to support what you said.
At the end of the day,
I'm going to support.
You're going to talk.
Yes, you do.
And the reason why, sorry, Richie. The reason why I've gone on this tangent is that we're beginning to lose focus. And we just need to not to fight ourselves. Because sometimes when we fight ourselves, it seems as if I'm right and you are wrong. And that's not the position we're in. That's not where we are. Okay, Queen Abiki, is you the next 5 minutes, get on with it. You just carry on.
Okay, what I'm saying, everything right.
Yeah.
Okay, when they say homicide, there are three kinds. Is it three, if I'm not mistaken? There is murder,
carry on.
there is manslaughter, and there is the self-defense one. So
euthanasia as well, as in injecting you to just kill you silently.
Mother comes in degree. First,
homicide. ITGUY. Euthanasia cannot be homicide. Euthanasia is not homicide.
Oh, it can be. All you need to do is just give them a gentle injection, and they go and you bury them. Yes, it can be homicide.
Me, I don't like arguing.
Euthanasia can definitely be homicide. Take it from me. It is actually part of the items anyway.
Hold on. If it's homicide, it was medical negligence, and they classify it as homicide. That's their own problem. If we want to make our own assumption, let's say we are imagination rights around this TikTok. That's different. But the facts on ground, the facts at hand, Richie, hold on. Whether you like it or not, you can't change the facts on ground until there is a new evidence.
Thank you. Always add that to
there
it.
Is new
Always
evidence.
Add that sentence.
Hold on. Me, I'm not sentimental about this. I like going by the facts. I'm not emotional too. So there are facts. A new lead, not facts. Until there are new leads that can bring out something tangible, there's nothing. There's nothing there other than what the police, the government has at hand at the moment. So the rest is assumptions and imagination that is overriding and taking over this TikTok. We come here, we say, this thing, this, that. I don't like going the way we start from the beginning. We know the mistakes that were done.
No,
whether it was
it's not good to get carried away, like what ITGUY just said, right? But at the end of the day, let's be realistic about things, which is quite important here, right? I'm going to support ITGUY with what he said. In 1994, a poor black guy was murdered at a bus stop in London, in Eltham, Stephen Lawrence, okay? The police did a shenanigan, butchered investigation. They couldn't find those culprits, those 4 guys, okay? Fast forward to last year or 2 years now, those guys are behind jail. You know what happened in between? The police were investigated. The panel was set up, okay? And the police were duly investigated, and they were found out to be racially motivated about the investigation. They were slapped in the face.
And Richie, hold on. Let me
finish. They were slapped in the face, right? McPherson's report gave people like me or ITGUY a very leeway to be confident on the street of England. Are you getting the point? Because it condemned then what all the shenanigans police were doing on the street. Are you getting the point? Eventually, they went back and did a thorough investigation, and those guys were behind bars as we speak. So I'm not going to rest my laurel and believe in all this alibi that you guys believe.
Richie,
and I know for me, I know for the fact there's always light at the end of the tunnel. I'm going to get to the root cause of this guy's death.
Richie, nobody is saying you shouldn't do your own human rights stuff. That's fine. What I'm saying is that until we reach that, we get to that end, or until we get to where you are going, the facts at hand is what we are working with. You have a right to your own opinion and how you feel and how you see things. I'm not going to debunk that. What I'm saying is, what are the facts that are at hand right now? Not your truth, not what you think of, not your imagination. That's not what we are working with. We are working with the facts that we have currently collected, and what we have. And what do we have? We have the nurse. Mm-hmm. We have
a alibi. You build up a story.
Richie, let us
I'm not arguing with that.
Hold on, Richie. Hey, Richie, let her land first. Let's
what we have is not what I built. What is at hand right now? If you have anything to counter it, then until then. But what is at hand right now? We have a nurse. Whether you like it or not, you believe it's fake. That's what Ijoba said. Ijoba ni nurse. Wale nurse sọ pé òun náà òun wà ńbẹ̀ òun ló gún Mohbad pa. Nurse alábẹ́rẹ́ kú. The nurse said she was there. There's a nurse. She met him. She talked to him. She spoke to him. He was aware. He asked, "What are the medication you are about to inject me with?" He asked. Mohbad, and then people were saying, like Jack was saying, they didn't take him to the hospital. He was bleeding profusely. Was Mohbad a toddler, for the love of God? Anyone over the age of 16 or above 18, you cannot force them to do anything. It's illegal to force them. If you want to bring up, because you guys like bring the Western world. We are all in this Western world, and you can't force, even at the hospital, when you get there and you tell the doctor in this America, I don't want you to inject me. I don't want you to carry out whatever you want to carry out on me. They will ask you, put it in writing, and they will let you go. So how do you expect those who are with him, either the wife or the rest of the people there, to type ẹ̀yin nìkan lẹ mọ̀rọ̀ sọ? Àwọn èèyàn gidi alálùbáríkà ìyá àti bàbá wọ́n ti fi justice sílẹ̀ fún yín. Ẹ máa bá yí ẹnu ẹlẹ́wà yẹn, ṣùgbọ́n èmi mọ̀ wípé pé Mohbad ò ní wá fún gbogbo yín, ẹ lọ kọ́lẹ̀. Àwa big time. But I hope pé ńgbà tí gbà yẹn bá dé, ẹ lè ní grace láti tan kámẹ́rà láti jẹ́ ká ayé mọ impact tẹ́ kó lórí justice for Mohbad. Kí ló dé, kí la gbé, kí la jù? Ẹ worú wèrè kan tó ń kọ́mẹ́ǹtì látàárọ̀ tó ń ṣépè fáwọn ọmọ ẹ̀ tó máa ṣòfò ara tí máa ṣe tẹ̀mí mọ́.
Ẹ má dá padà nǹkan tí mo preach lẹ́nu nìyẹn.
Olórí kò yọ títí. Olórí kò yọ títí.
Kálẹ̀ ṣe bro.
Our people yìí, you don't even need to See, this dialogue, like according to what you said, these are riffraffs. That's why I can engage some
It's
people.
ridiculous.
Anything me engaging them is like a pig rubbing in the mud. I don't want to roll like a pig with like them. If you don't have anything intellectual to talk about, why should I engage you?
Wow.
These are the people that goes to church and keep fighting themselves in the church. I don't give a damn about that. You understand? Here we talking about Okuomo 27-year-old Oku. Let's talk about it. They have nothing in their brain to talk about, only to
They
drag
don't.
fracas
They
the
don't
body
have
to justice
nothing.
Mohbad.
Their skull is so empty. Very empty. Ẹ wo gbogbo nǹkan tí pápá ń sọ látẹ̀kan kéèyàn dẹ̀ máa kọ sí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì kó ló gba 2 million lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀yìn apọkọjáyé.
But why tí Wùmí san 2 million? Kí ló ń try láti cover?
Ẹ wá máa bí wọ́n pé ṣé ẹ̀yin náà gbowó lọ́wọ́ Jose Aloba òun lẹ fi ń sọ pé if you come for Baba we will come for you. Are we doing justice for Aloba? Or are we doing justice for Mohbad?
Why do they pay? There is the division. You divided yourself. You people.
Most of our tone drag in singing. We want to cover so people engaging. I like to like. They're not going to come. There will be on the comment section that they will never come. They are dead. You're part of one since to joke with that arrow and since to what they see by. I've been telling the penny, come boss of take over sorrow. We make a shift platform come out sorrow.
Anything to offer.
Debate. If you cannot debate, go and bring the best of you.
That's the problem. That's the problem. You see, that's what makes Papariano's platform different from others, to be honest with you. I used to be with Papariano. But the time when it said, what's my name? Go fraud me. When he started that, I was like, what is going on? Are we for Mohbad or Baba Mohbad or Iya Mohbad or for me or whoever? I don't care about all these people. I only care about Mohbad. And my belief was that some people from outside went into the house and buy Mohbad, you know. But since I realized that the way Mohbad pie, all his family, they know about it. That was when I pull out. They all know about it. Only Baba was only Baba that doesn't know anything about it. They all knew about what happened to Mohbad. And they refused to talk. They went to inquest, coroner inquest. They couldn't, give them proper statement of what happened. That was when I pull out. I said, no. This is how come
one thing I know is that all those people you see on the comment section, they're only here to screen record, but it's overnight, in the middle of the night, on their own, wherever they are, they will come and start playing the game, and then they're going to turn into fracas. That is what they know how to do. But nobody give a shit about the fracas things.
Why would they be turning into
wọ́n ti miss the tablet wọn.
That's not nice.
Wọ́n máa comment, a ní ẹ gòkè wá ẹ wá sọ̀rọ̀ ká tiẹ̀ wo iye ọpọlọ díẹ̀
They will never go.
Ẹ gòkè ẹ wá sọ̀rọ̀.
Their best representative, they will only go to the place of dummies, platform of dummies, that will not question them. Come and engage. They won't intellectual. They won't. They will always back off. But that is on that side. But
Mbà pé picture lẹ máa wá káàkiri èpè lórí kíni kí la gbé kí la jù kí la gbé kí la jù.
Anyway, Papariano to Boston, but there are some things that I would love to. Yeah, there are some things that. There are some things. Yeah, there are some things that Papariano said that I really want to correct. Anyway, if I should talk, the way I should talk, it's gonna take me a long time, and I don't want to bore you guys. I've been saying some things, but Mohbad, justice for Mohbad is what I was saying. Justice in here. We came to justice for Mohbad to get justice, to seek justice for the 26-year-old boy that passed away. All right. Every one of us that came here, we didn't come here we don't know each other. We came by ourselves. Nobody called us to this. In fact, I can come here, I can beat my hand to that chest that it was the public that even dragged the father of the deceased into justice for Mohbad.
Exactly.
Understand it. Let them go and get the lawyer. I don't need a lawyer. I will be the lawyer for myself and I will defend that. I was one of those people that went to Baba. I didn't come to Nigeria. I sent someone to him, and I came to Justice for Mohbad through the property of Mohbad. Because everything about the property of Mohbad, I know about that. And I've been talking about it too. All right. But when they wanted to go out, they wanted to go and stole Baba in the house, we were in the known of those people that went to carry Baba Mohbad from the house. Baba Modi, more alive. He knows now. He knows. So it is the public that owns the justice for Mohbad. And the mistake that the public made was ever allowing the Alobas family to be the one to champion this case of justice for Mohbad. That's the biggest mistake. We never knew that it's going to be like this. We never knew that it's going to be like this, you know? And for Baba Mohbad, I think Baba Mohbad, you know, is being manipulated. I've been the one defending Baba. I've been the one doing a lot of damage control for both Baba and Mr. Miwa. Because I took solo that I am not going to bash them publicly, but behind the scene, we argue and we argue. But when you keep doing damage control over and over and over again, it starts making you yourself to start looking stupid because too much of damage control. Now, this is it. There are some things I'm here to just spot on the thing that Papariano have said, not to debunk, but to straighten up. And if it's going to generate a debate, I am in for it. I stand with all what you said, but there are some things I want to straighten up. The GoFundMe was created back in 2023, according to what you said, and which I've said about it. I've talked about it before. Around November, December 2023, and they not published the GoFundMe because I came up with the idea of the access account. In the group, Goresi was there, the whole legal team of Odumosu was there, and there are about 4 extra people that they have disappeared in the thick air of Justice for Mohbad. You know, they don't talk, they're not a host. They're more like Goresi back then, but Goresi is the one among them that is now in the face of the public, you know. And I guess Comrade Mose was there, Ryan Whisper was there. And when I came up with the idea, and I will give you the reason why we came up with the idea, we did not create the access account for what is going on right now. We create access account because of what is going on right now. We create the access account for prosperity, for progress, for us to be able to get justice from Mohbad. Because as at that time, people were giving Baba Mohbad money into the Wema Bank account. And some people were also giving him money towards the justice for Mohbad. So people around Baba Mohbad at that time, Aries was very close to Baba then. So before the fallout. And so when individuals were spending their money and it got to a point that we need a quick cash, you know, instead of we sending money to Nigeria, I said, Baba, can you take 10,000, can you take 50,000 out of the money that the public have given and all that and use it to do this and this and that and that? You keep saying there's no money every time, no money, no money. I'm like, we know people that have given you money into the Wema Bank account for justice from Mohbad. And you keep saying there's no money, there's no money, there's no money. And we have no authority to tell you to go and print out the statement of account because it's your account. So, and I came up with the idea that I think it's high time we need to separate this justice from Mohbad's account from his personal account. So I said, okay, Baba, that Wema Bank account will be your personal account. We are going to create extra bank account for justice movement. And I'm actually waiting for Mr. Miwa to come out. But all those people that are debunking, they are nobody for me. All right? Let Mr. Miwa to come and debunk what I just said. There's documentation for all these things. And we have witnesses. We have about 12 witnesses to what I just said just now, regarding to the money regarding the creation of the access account. The reason why we created the access account was that to separate Baba Mohbad's personal money from justice for Mohbad's money. And we gave an instruction. We had a long time phone conversation, which the legal team back then, Barrister Dumosu and the entire legal team of there, they were present there, and they're also a witness to it, that this access account, you must not touch this money. It's for the public. We are creating this account only for justice for Mohbad. And the mistake we made, and I repeat, was that we should have named that account Justice for Mohbad's account. That was a mistake there. But we said because Baba Mohbad was the father of the deceased, because we put him at the aim of affair of Justice for Mohbad, because we did not trust ourselves, so that nobody wants to be there, nobody wants to be there. Come on, the to you, she wasn't just for Mohbad. We said, you know what? Because you are the father of the deceased, we believe that you are going to be truthful. You are not going to shy away when the public asks you for accountability. We use Baba Mohbad's name. That is the beginning of how they opened the access account. Baba Mohbad was Orioke when we told Baba Mohbad to leave Orioke and come to Lagos to open that account. We never knew that the GoFundMe, Mr. Krimiwa created the GoFundMe. We didn't know anything about that. But he said he was working on the GoFundMe, but we never knew that he has already finished working on the GoFundMe thing. But the reason why he did not publish the GoFundMe back then was because of the emergence of the access account. And we gave an instruction. Baba Mohbad, because of what happened to the Wema Bank account, we want first signatory into the access account. And you, because you are the father of the deceased, automatically you are going to be a signatory to that account, and we have 3 extra people there. But we tried for like a week. The bank said, no, we cannot do that because it's going to require signature and all stuff like that. That they can only take 2 signatory, Baba Mohbad automatically and someone else. And then we said, okay, Mr. Miwa, because you are the power of attorney, you are well learned. So in case if they ask Baba Mohbad, in case any public asks questions regarding to the access account and we need clarity, you can go through your the phone network and provide every document that the public asks for. That is why we make Baba Mr. Miwa to be a signatory to that account. Although I won't lie against him, he devoted saying no, he doesn't want to anything about public money. He doesn't want to be there. But we stood our ground that day. That Mr. Miwa, you like it or not, because this position that you have, it comes with the role that you are playing. So you have to be a signatory to that. A signatory to that. A signatory to that. A signatory to that. A signatory to that account. 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 A signatory to that account.